train.
Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, here is the skill, the highly regarded Devin the Dream Haney.
Bud Crawford is a fight fan, and he's a fight fan's fighter. The Ennis Express is a runaway train.
Ain't no pressure when you built for this.
Man down, round one. The truth hurts.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the undefeated super flyweight from San Antonio, Texas, Jesse Bam Rodriguez! The universally recognized undisputed lightweight champion of the world, Devin the Dream Haney!
Damn, y'all can't even hear me. Y'all can't hear me. My apologies. My apologies to the people. I had to do this tonight, man. This was important. We had to get this in. And I had a conversation earlier tonight about weight bullying, right? And I got to see what the people think. I want to know what the people think. Is weight bullying a real thing? I don't believe it's a real thing. My brother Blue Hustle, man. Shout out to Blue. And matter of fact, I'm gonna put the link in the chat early. We're not late tonight. I ain't even gonna lie to you. We're not late tonight. But normally we get started late. Normally. But we're gonna drop the link early. We want everybody to have an opportunity to have this discussion. Man, weight bullying. Is it a real thing in boxing? Do y'all think that weight bullying is a real thing? I disagree with it. I didn't disagree from the beginning, but before I get into why I disagree with it, before I get into that, let me shout out my brother in the building. Shout out to my sister real quick. I gotta say, shout out to AV. If y'all don't know, man, AV to the 7th power, y'all go sub to AV to the 7th. It's the lost sector of YouTube, you know what I'm saying? But man, she's brilliant. She's very brilliant. And man, always covering legal topics and things like that. I love when she's covering those legal topics. You know what I'm saying? That's my sister right there. I love it. Shout out to my brother in the building, man. OTB. Y'all make sure y'all go sub to OTB. If you want to learn some real shit about boxing and you want to be able to see what's actually going on, man, go sub to OTB. He gonna teach you. You know what I'm saying? If you can graduate from his school, then you might actually know something about boxing. I'm just telling the truth. I'm just telling you. Shout out to my brother OTB, man. Y'all go sub to OTB. Shout out to Blue Hustle, man, in the building, man. That's my brother right there. He gonna disagree with me tonight, which I'm okay with. I ain't got no problem with Blue disagreeing or nothing like that. He gonna be out of order. But man, shout out to my brother, man. He my brother and I love him. Let me see. Shout out to Pittsburgh T in the building. Pittsburgh. Not tonight. Tonight, because we have biblical talk, and I want everybody to know, if anybody wants to pull up on the biblical talk that we're gonna have biblical talk later tonight. We do it every Tuesday and Friday. So if y'all want to pull up, just let me know, and we'll put the link out there for y'all. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to my brother Pittsburgh in the building. But Pittsburgh, we're gonna get to the topic and I think Pittsburgh, he broke it down better than most did, as far as what we should talk about and how we should put it into context. I thought that was brilliant the way you broke it down to me. Excuse my language. I thought it was brilliant how you broke it down to me, Pittsburgh. So appreciate that. Let me see. We have Michael Weenie. Weenie is in the building. Shout out to Michael Weenie. Don't be a weenie, man. Don't be a weenie. Respectfully. I say that respectfully to you. No disrespect whatsoever. That probably sounded bad. But you have a good family in the building. Shout out to you have a good family. Salute, family. Let me see. All right, I think, oh, man, I was just on the phone with my sister, man. We got the great one in the building, man. Quee is in the building. Hey, she making big moves right now. If y'all don't know, y'all go sub to Quee because we had a great show. Well, she had a great show, not we. She had a great show last night. Always in order. You know what I'm saying? My brother BC, he was arguing a little bit, and there gonna be days I'm arguing with her. So, but man, Quee always cooking. One of the greats. You know what I'm saying? An individual I got a lot of love and respect for. My brother Zoomverse is in the building. Man, y'all go sub to Zoomverse. He doing his thing over there. If you're into any type of gaming or anything like that, you know what I'm saying? Go sub to Zoomverse. If you're not into gaming, man, still go sub to the man. Show him love. He doing a hell of a job with his show as well. Salute to my brother Zoom. Let me make sure I ain't missing nobody. Oh, I got my sister in the building, man. I got my Vacay is in the building. Shout out to Vacay. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know, she doing her thing as well. On Mondays, we had the quote unquote freaky show. The freaky show. If you want to talk anything sexual, you know what I'm saying? Not always. That ain't always the conversation. But on Mondays, it is. So, but she doing her thing as well. Y'all make sure y'all go sub to Vacay. You understand what I'm saying? Let me make sure I ain't miss nobody. Did I miss anybody? Oh, we got Don Ramon in the building. Salute to Don Ramon. I don't know if he has a channel. Don Ramon, do you have a channel? I don't know if he has a channel. But salute to Don Ramon in the building. Listen, what we're talking about tonight, weight bullying. Individual, y'all, they out of order. I heard, and shout out to my brother B3. You know what I'm saying? B3 had a great show. Y'all make sure y'all go sub to B3 as well. They trying to force this whole thing of weight bullying being actual thing. It's not real. Weight bullying is not a real thing. And I'm going to tell you why it's not a real thing. Y'all may disagree. I don't care if y'all agree or not. But I'm just telling the truth. And the way I got to tell y'all, before I even tell you, my brother Educated Jab is in the building. Salute to my brother. Jab, what up, man? How you feeling, my brother? Salute. I feeling LD. He's in the building as well. Y'all make sure y'all go sub to Opulent. He got a channel over there as well. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the family. Make sure y'all sub to Opulent, man. Y'all make sure y'all show that brother love. He doing a hell of a job as well. I gotta tell you this, and I gotta say this. The first things first. This is what I gotta tell y'all. The first thing I gotta say, and it ain't always nice or whatever y'all want it to be, but I gotta tell y'all this right here. I gotta tell y'all.
I try my best to tell the truth. People don't like my style, how I talk, my delivery, but you ain't catching me in half truth and lie.
You ain't finna catch me in a half truth or a lie tonight. And once again, if y'all want to be a part of the biblical talk, we do have the biblical talk going on later on tonight. So y'all let me know. Ain't no such thing as no damn weight bullying, man. It's no such thing. And this is how we're gonna prove it. The first thing I would say is, if you make the weight, you make the weight. Regardless of how much weight you cut, right? How much you rehydrate, if you make the weight, then you make the weight. The fight is on. This whole weight bullying thing is cap. It's nonsense. All the way nonsense, in my personal opinion. All the way nonsense. And we're going to give examples of why it's nonsense. Because when excuse me. When fighters are bigger than other fighters, right? But they cut themselves down and they end up making the weight. Y'all want to call it weight bullying. Well, what do you lose when you cut that weight? When you cut weight and make a fight, then what do you lose? Are you at 100% regardless of what you rehydrate to? Because we all understand, I think we do, I think we understand that even when you rehydrate, shout out to the great one in the building, man. My brother, Bruce Gas. Y'all go sub to Bruce Gas, boxing, jazz, and more. Y'all go sub to the OG. He gonna have quizzes for you. I be over there looking at some of them quizzes. I be lost. I be like, man, I don't know these answers. I'm not gonna respond. I'm just gonna listen and watch because it's a tag. Hey, he'll go back in errors for you. He'll go back in errors. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Bruce Gas, man. Y'all go show that brother love, man. Go show him love. And get what? He gonna smoke the best weed that's probably on this side, on the East Coast. He gonna smoke the best East Coast weed that he got, man. Respectfully, I say that respectfully. But when we're talking about rehydrating, cutting weight, these type of things, really weight bully. So if I'll use a random individual, right? Errol Spence. When Errol Spence was fighting at 47, when he was fighting at 47, even though, you know, he said he wanted to move up or all these type of things, if he made the weight continuously, and then after he made weight, what did he do? He rehydrated. No problem. You know what? I've never heard anybody criticize Errol Spence of being a weight bully. Never heard that. When we talk about Boots Ennis, you out of order, sis. You out of order. You all the way out of order. But I love you. When we talk about Boots Ennis, another individual, even he said himself, he said, man, I'm cutting weight, but you know, I'm used to being able to rehydrate under the IBF. And the IBF, they have that 10-pound rehydration clause. And even him, he said, what did he say? Man, it was tough for me. You know what I'm saying? I had to go. And this is, I believe he was talking about the David Avanesha fight. But it was tough for me in that situation because I had to come back up. And even when I started to hydrate, man, I didn't even do much. And them 10 pounds hit me quick. It hit me quick. He said he called his father and said, man, what I need to do? Do I need to run? Do I need to, man, what if I don't make this, what's gonna happen? They're gonna strip you. That's what the IBF gonna do. David Benavidez. When David Benavidez fight, according to the reports, I don't believe the reports. Me personally, I don't believe them. But according to the reports, the man will come in and make weight. And then in a day, he rehydrates, and now all of a sudden, he twice the weight, according to y'all, according to the reports. Twice the weight. Well, I ain't gonna say twice. He done moved up to, instead of coming in at, if it's 75, if it's 68, whatever it is, he done moved up to, or he's weighing in at somewhere around 200 plus. And and I'm glad you brought that up, Hustle. We're gonna get to same day weigh-ins. We're gonna get to that. Shout out to Mr. Chapman. Mr. Chapman, I just want to make sure, hey, that you're in order. You know what I'm saying? That you're decent. We're gonna I'm not gonna run this show too long because we're gonna have biblical talk tonight. But just want to make sure you're in order. Stay off that foot, that leg. You know what I'm saying? Be safe out there, Mr. Chairman. We love you. I called you earlier, Mr. Chairman. No, and we'll talk. We'll talk whenever. When we talk about Devin Haney, I hear people say, "Man, he made weight at 35, but he should be fighting at 54." Well, he made the weight at 35. He made the weight at 40. He made the weight at 47. That's what Devin did. Ryan Garcia, right? He made weight for Tank Davis at, I believe, what was it? 139. I believe that was the catch weight that they had. 139. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. And then against Devin, he bust weight. He couldn't even make 40. Is Ryan Garcia a weight bully? If you don't make weight, that's what I consider a weight bully. When you don't make the weight. Y'all want to criticize these guys who are putting in the work, putting in the effort in the gym, and making weight. But y'all want to call them weight bullies. But then when Ryan Garcia missed weight and test positive for PEDs, respectfully, that ain't got nothing to do with anything I'm talking about. All of a sudden, I ain't never heard nobody sit here and say Ryan Garcia was a weight bully. I ain't heard none of y'all say it. That's what a weight bully is. An individual who missed weight and still looking for the fight. When Keyshawn Davis was supposed to fight, what's the brother name? De Los Santos. When he was supposed to fight De Los Santos. That man still wanted the fight to happen, even though he missed weight by, what was it? Was it 7 pounds? I believe it was 7. I could be wrong about that. Maybe 6. He missed weight. I ain't never heard nobody say Keyshawn is a weight bully. Never heard it. Y'all don't have a problem with this? The people, when Shakur Stevenson, and I love Shakur. Y'all know I love Shakur. I love him. When he was at, I believe it was 26. When he missed weight, who called him a weight bully? I didn't hear it. I didn't hear the nonsense. Maybe it was 30. It might have been 30. I'm pretty sure it was 26 though. Pretty sure it was 26. But maybe it was 30. I might be wrong. When he missed weight, who called him a weight bully? Where do we even get this terminology of being a bully in the sport of boxing? You're not a freaking... I'm trying my best not to cuss. I'm trying to be in order, y'all. I'm trying to be in order. You can't be a bully in boxing. It's an oxymoron. Like saying jumbo shrimp. Bullying boxing is like saying jumbo shrimp. How the hell you a jumbo shrimp? So you big and small at the same time? It's not a real thing. And I have people, and I mean no disrespect. I got people like Blue defending this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Be free. Shout out to my brother. One of the greatest debaters. Defending this stuff. Stop defending nonsense, man. I'm not here to defend nonsense. But if you believe there's a such thing as a weight bully, then that means that what's the point of making weight? How you gonna be a weight bully and how you gonna be a weight bully but you make weight? Once you make weight, it ain't nothing but you and the individual. The scale is one thing, right? That's one thing. But the next thing is after we beat the scale and we done made weight, it's time to fight. Ain't nothing but it ain't about no bullying or I don't even understand the word bully in boxing. Why can I bully somebody in boxing? It makes no sense to me. It makes no sense whatsoever. And this is why I gotta call y'all out of order. I gotta call it out of order. And when we go back and we look at the older fighters, even the older fighters, were they weight bullies? Was Sugar Ray Robinson a weight bully? Roberto Duran, was he a weight bully? Tommy Hearns, was he a weight bully? Hagler is the only one who continuously fought at his same division. Shout out to Hagler. And I understand. Hey, if they look like skeletons, they look like skeletons. But that's only because they cut their weight. You lose more cutting weight than you do. In my opinion, once again, this is only my opinion. You lose more when you cut weight than you gain rehydrating. Let me say that again. You lose more cutting weight than you gain rehydrating. So I don't know how y'all see these things. All I'm asking is at the end of the day, what the hell is a weight bully? Somebody come explain it to me, please, because it's bullshit. Excuse my language. But it's BS. It's nonsense. And the reason y'all utilize these terms, because y'all trying to save fighters. Stop trying to save these people. These Negroes don't need to be saved. These Mexicans don't need to be saved. The white folks don't need to be saved. You name it. They don't need to be saved. If they're gonna get in there and fight, then get in there and fight. Forget anything about how much. And once the and if you're worried about the weight, put it in the contract. Put it in the damn contract, man. Hey, my bad. I believe the link is at the top. Did I post it? I thought I posted it to the top of the chat. Yeah, I'll drop it again. My apologies, sis. I got you. She said drop the link. I got you. Hold on. There you go right there. Hold on. Let me put it over here. Let me do this one. All right, there go the link. If you want to pull up, feel free. I ain't got no problem. But if you got a problem with the damn weight, man, put that shit in the contract. We don't never see. We're an individual putting it. This is the first time. I think this might be the first time, and I got to get a proper introduction. We got one of the greatest in the building. One of the greatest. Every Thursday, she will be live. An individual I love, respect, and we're gonna talk boxing. We're gonna talk basketball. I can talk damn near anything with my sister. We got Quee in the building, man. Quee.
Hey, what's happening, man? What's going on with you?
You made it home safely.
Of course course. I'm always making home, man. What you talking about?
I'm out of order. I'm out of order.
Yeah, man, folks don't know me like that. They only know what they've been told, and they believe what they told, so don't tell them nothing different. Let them believe whatever the fuck they want to believe, and fuck them too.
Hey, we slanging and banging out this motherfucker.
You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, I already know what you're talking about. Hold on. Is weight bullying real?
Look, let me tell you something. And this is just for me, because again, I stopped talking boxing for a lot of fucking reasons because I don't want to argue with nobody. If the motherfucker ain't paying no bills for me, why the fuck would I waste my time arguing with them? First and foremost. Let me just say this. I make my own bread. I pay everything myself. I don't need nobody. So let me say that. Number 2, if you are draining yourself, looking like a fucking skeleton, and you are pissing orange or any other color other than motherfucking yellow or semi-white / yellow, whatever the fuck it is when you drink too much water, that's a problem. Because when you rehydrate, if you rehydrate and you're like 20 pounds heavier, as an example, to me, that's a problem. Why don't you move your little silly, simple-minded ass up to where the fuck you need to be originally? Your natural walk-around weight. Go be your normal self. Stop trying to fake and shake and be something that you're not. There is nothing cool about looking like a fucking drained skeleton like Skeletor from He-Man back in the day. I don't know how old y'all are. Some of y'all may remember that shit. Some of y'all may not.
Shout out to He-Man.
You know what I'm talking about? And you looking like fucking Skeletor in the face and in the body, only to rehydrate up, and you're like 20 pounds heavier than your fucking opponent versus 3 pounds heavier. I'm sorry, I'd rather fuck with somebody that's 3 pounds heavier than 20 pounds heavier than what they're supposed to come out as. And you play ball, so Dub, on paper, you are completely different than you are in real life. So you know what the fuck that means. In my opinion, just because you make the weight and you come in 20 pounds heavier, to me, that's a weight bully. To me, you're making the weight bet, but you look like fucking Skeletor.
Hold on.
Earl, go ahead.
I want to ask, and I'm glad you said that. And we got Pittsburgh in here. Pittsburgh, we're coming to you next. Give me 1 second. But even in that situation, do you think because you didn't, and like you said, they get in there looking like, and I don't disagree. I'm not disagreeing with them looking like Skeletor or anything.
Yeah.
But do you think that them cutting that weight hurts them more than them rehydrating, however they rehydrate? Do you think?
No.
You don't?
No, because Dub, if you come in and I give you the bar on the bench press, right? That's what, 35 pounds on the bench press. And you like, fuck it, I got it, and you making this shit look easy. All right, well, fuck it. 2 days later, I'm putting 25 pounds on both sides. Ain't that a fucking problem for you?
No, I disagree with the analogy.
I'm just saying, you just came in and bench pressed the bar and you get it with no problem. I'm putting 50 pounds extra on both sides. That's 100 pounds more than what you just did 2 days ago.
But the reason I disagree with the analogy is because you talking about lifting weights, right?
Right. I'm just using it as an example because it's the best thing that I can do for you. Because if you, fuck it, playing ball. If you are a fucking point and you're guarding the fucking point guards, but you're slightly 3 or 4 inches taller than the point guard, why the fuck would I put you and make you guard a fucking center the next year because you done put on 20 pounds? But you're still the same size. But you're still short than a bitch, and the fucking center is like 6'5".
But this is
you're still 5'10". Why would I put you and make you guard a fucking center? That doesn't make any sense.
I understand. I understand what you're saying, but I don't think it applies here. And the reason I don't think it applies is because even in this situation, the individuals, I mean, regardless of how tall they are, they have to be the same weight the day of the or the day of the weigh-in, right?
Right, which is
the same weight. Hold on.
Yeah.
So if they have to be the same weight the day of the weigh-in, they both have the opportunity to rehydrate accordingly. They both have the same opportunity.
But the thing is, here's the thing. Again, there's not very many people that's going to be out there rehydrating 20 pounds more than they were.
They all do it.
No. But and which is why I said in your chat multiple times, and I've been saying this since 2021. Bring back same day weigh-in. You notice, and let me just throw a jab and stick it wherever the fuck they want to stick it to in their kidneys or wherever the fuck you want to stick this jab to. If your black ass fall at your natural weight prior to Victor Conte, since Victor Conte ain't here with us, rest in peace, Victor Conte. Since he ain't here, and now you see a lot of motherfuckers fighting at the weight that they pretty close to the weight they should be at. And I find that very motherfucking interesting.
Man.
I'm just saying, man, look, fuck all that. Go fight. Go bring back same day weigh-ins and all this motherfucking weight bullet talking all this bullshit. That shit will be done and eliminated. Fuck all that. Bring back same day weigh-ins and you'll see what the motherfucker is really fucking doing. See what the fuck they got, because there's nothing cute about you looking like a fucking skeleton and pissing fucking orange. It's nothing cute about it. That's fucking unhealthy. That shit is fucking crazy. Why would you want to shrink down to 135 and then when you fight, you 165, 160, 155? What the fuck are you doing? Because you want to have, you mean sacrificing your body and your health and your mental health just so you can have an advantage? Like, it's worth it? I'm sorry, it's not like they got a fucking exit plan in boxing. You either fighting or your black ass ain't fucking fighting. That's all I'm saying, bro. And I mean, take it how you want to. But there's no way I'm finna be sitting here, and granted, again, I've lost 50 fucking pounds in a year. I'm not fucking stressed out anymore. I don't gotta worry about my money going to lazy motherfuckers that don't want to do shit with their fucking life. But what I'm saying is this. Ain't no motherfucking way you can pay me money to make me put on 50 fucking pounds just to be heard and understood. It's not fucking happening.
I gotta say this real quick. Shout out to Knight Rider in the building. Salute to Knight Rider. Appreciate you pulling up, my brother. Shout out to Angie Baby in the building. Salute to Angie Baby, man. Much love and respect. You know I love you, Angie. Shout out to DJ in the building as well. And we got, man, shout out to Cassandra in the building.
Hey,
man, salute to everybody, man. Salute to all y'all. Y'all make sure hit the like button. Hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? I gotta disagree with you.
Of course you do. I would not expect you to agree with me, bro.
Hey, I love you, but you out of order, man. I'm gonna call you out of order. And the reason,
and I wouldn't have it no other way, bro.
And I gotta pass it around. We got Pittsburgh in the building. Shout out to FaZe is in the building. Shout out to the OG Bruce Gas is in the building. Before I cook, let me get Pittsburgh in here. Let me get FaZe in here. Let me get Bruce Gas in here. Pittsburgh, welcome to the show. Give me your opening statements as far as this whole weight bullying situation goes. What's your thoughts?
Salute to everybody. Great topic. I would consider myself a casual fan. Coming from a casual fan, I'll say this. I don't really want to hear it because these are the same people that told me that steroids didn't matter. So you can't tell me steroids don't matter, but a couple pounds matter. And the pounds that they're putting on, it's not even equivalent. Just because you put pounds on, it doesn't automatically equivalent to actual power in a competitive sport. And we don't do that with the heavyweights. We don't do that with the names. So we don't do that nowhere else. And no other sport does that. So it don't make a lot of sense. It just sounds like a built-in excuse for the most part. Either you can fight them or you can't fight them. They made the weight at some point. The rest of that stuff, what they choose to do, your opponent choose to do, that's their business. And just because you put weight on, that could be a disadvantage to blow up like that, get in the ring.
Amazing. Let me go to FaZe. FaZe, welcome to the show. Same question. What's your thoughts on this as far as weight bullying goes?
Well, I think these guys are scared to move up in weight. These guys coming in, you got guys like Virgil Ortiz passing out, Richardson Hitchison. They said he was having, difficulties with the weight. Jerron in his box, doctor said, like, dude, you need to move up. And you know, these dudes be trying to stay at the weight. To me, if I gotta look at you and I say like, bro, you need a doctor. You're a weight bully. You know, if it looks like, you know,
so you believe there are
weight
weight bullies. You believe that weight bully is a real thing.
Yeah, you're a weight bully if I'm looking at you cut the weight and you look like you need to see a doctor. You're weight bullying, bro. Move up. What you scared of? It's only 5 pounds, 4 pounds. You know, it's usually minimum pounds to go to the next weight class. So I think if you got to go through all that to get to that weight, look at Chris Eubank. You seen him going in that second fight looking just dead. Why would you, Ryan Garcia, Frank Martin at 135? Why would you fight at that weight when you look like you need to see a doctor and you sucked up in your face, your body, you look all fucked up, you weak, you stumbling, you passing out at the fucking weigh-in? You're weight bullying, bro. Move up.
Mace. And I'm about to argue with all y'all about this. We got the OG in the building, man. If y'all don't know, man, y'all make sure y'all go sub to Bruce Gas. You know what I'm saying? He has what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? Damn, I can't think of the word I'm looking for right now. But he has one of the great, man. What is it? Not Jeopardy. What is Jeopardy? Jeopardy is what type of show?
Trivia.
A great trivia show. Thank you. Trivia is the word that I was looking for. A great trivia show, man. If y'all don't know, man, y'all go pull up on Bruce Gas. Man, he has a great show. There'll be times I be over there listening. I don't even say nothing. I be like, man, I don't even want to get into this because I don't know a lot of this stuff. And man, I learned a lot from being on Bruce Gas panel or watching the show. But Bruce Gas, talk to me about weight bullying. Do you think that's a real thing?
Well, it's definitely, it's new age, because see, I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit of trivia. When they changed same day weigh-ins, it was back in the early 80s. I'm gonna say 1982, and it was a Friday night just like this, and I was at a friend of mine's house. It was a light heavyweight title fight. It was Michael Spinks against Eddie Mustafa Muhammad, and it was on HBO. Boxing, it wasn't like it is today. It wasn't like saturated where you got every fight, DAZN. You didn't have any apps or anything like that. There were certain stations, HBO, not Showtime wasn't even carrying boxing at the time. You had your ESPN and your USA. But anyway, this was a big fight. It was a big deal. Boxing fans were anticipating it. Eddie Mustafa Muhammad didn't make the weight, and they had to cancel the fight. And this put HBO in a tizzy. They didn't have any backup plan. They didn't have any go-to, and it fucked them all up. They had to throw a movie on there. They were losing subscriptions. People were all pissed off. And at that same time, Dooku Kim, who died with fighting with Ray Boom Boom Mancini, it was same day weigh-ins. He didn't make the weight, so he had to go put his rubber suit on, get on the beach and run. And so he died on national TV. So that was another thing that they attributed to same day weigh-ins. So financially, same day weigh-ins didn't work in the HBO side of it. And physically, look what it did to Dooku Kim. So right there and then they said, let's change this. Let's do it day before. It'll make it safer. It'll give the TV networks a chance to change their programming. It'll give the boxers a chance to if they can't make the weight, they can't make the weight. They got a whole day to rehydrate. So this is the history of same day weigh-ins. Now we have we have boxing's really it's a whole different sport right now. I mean, I thought it was crooked back in the day when the mafia was involved in it. I mean, now we got snake salesmen and we got fucking certified nutritional coaches and weight management gurus and all these other fucking guys. And yeah, man, they know how to rehydrate the body now. In 24 hours, they can put 20 pounds on you. We saw it when Arturo Gatti fought Joey Gamache. Go watch that fight. Google it. And you want to see a fucking 20 pounds against, in that weight division, in the lightweight division, you want to see the difference that it makes. It was just so fucking obvious. But this is why now it fighters have taken advantage of it. They know how to manipulate it. I think it should go back to same-day weigh-ins because I think that the safety of the fighters is utmost important, and we can monitor that. We can make sure we can have unofficial, not day of the fight, like have the ceremonial weigh-ins. We can have the unofficial before the fight ceremonial weigh-ins to make sure the fighter's staying healthy, losing that weight, not artificially, or he's not going to have to rehydrate. So this is what boxing's come to today. But I don't want to take over the show, man. I just wanted to say hello. I love this topic, and let's hear what you cats have to say on it.
Well, and since I let everybody good right now, but we and y'all be ready. I'm coming back to y'all. I disagree. I think that so they with the same day weigh-ins, I do agree that as Bruce broke down, the same day weigh-ins, the reason they got rid of them is because it wasn't good for business, but also as far as fighter health go, it wasn't good for fighters' health either. You know what I'm saying? I think both things can be true at the same time. And my thing is at the end of the day, shout out to my brother Piro in the building. Piro, I got you. But at the end of the day, my thing is, man, if you make the weight, and regardless of how much weight you didn't cut or did anything like that, especially in these lower classes, these lower weight divisions, things like that, regardless of what the weight is that you've cut, I think that you cutting that much weight and you rehydrate however you rehydrate, it's a detriment to yourself, right? If you cutting crazy amount of weight and looking like Skeletor, I think somebody said that earlier. Shout out to my sister Queen. I think she said Skeletor. But if you looking like that and you out of order as far as cutting weight, then move up. But if you can make the weight and then still go out there and win fights, I don't have a problem with it. The weight is the weight. And I don't believe in anything when we talking about bullying in boxing. I don't believe there's a such thing as bullying anything in boxing. It's the hurt game. And so if you make that weight, then you make that weight. If you under the IBF, and we've seen this recently, right? We done seen this from a lot of different individuals. I'll take Boots for example in this situation. Richard, and Africa, we're gonna get to Africa. Give me 1 second, y'all. I apologize. I'm gonna be long-winded in this situation, but when we listen to Boots talk about him having to make the weight and only rehydrate 10 pounds over with the IBF in the fight, I believe it was David Avenisia. In that situation, Boots said himself, he was like, I drank some water and ate, and then for some reason, I just said, let me get on the scale. And when I got on the scale, I was already overweight. So then I had to go and run I think he said 4.5 miles. I believe that's what he said, 4.5 miles. Shout out to YSM. Y'all go listen to YSM interviews. Hey, that's a great brother right there. But he said I had to go run for 4.5 miles the night before a fight just to make sure that I was on weight for the quote unquote 10, well, not quote unquote, the 10-pound rehydration clause that the IBF had. And he was like, bro, I hated that. I didn't think I ate much at all. But when you done drained yourself, you done pissed everything you can. True story. This is a true story. And then I want to pass it around. My son, he don't have to weigh anything right now. He getting ready to play football, those type of things. Man, the man weighed he weighed 73 pounds. And then he weighed 73.6 pounds or something like that. Went and took a piss and came back in and weighed 72.9 pounds. And I'm just saying, that's how much water weight came out of him with a single piss. So all I'm saying is that at the end of the day, if you're gonna be in order, stick around your weight. And if you're cutting weight that crazy, then it hurts you more than it helps you. Let me get Piro in here, and then I want to ask y'all. We're going after Piro get his bars off. We're going back to FaZe. We're going Pittsburgh. We're going Bruce. We're going. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, no, I'm right. We're going Piro, FaZe, Pittsburgh, Bruce. But do you think that those small pounds right there, does that make a difference? And what would you consider a weight bully to be? Piro, go ahead.
Well, I've said it before, this topic has come up in boxing, since forever. Weight bullying, just like the boogeyman or all the other stuff, they're fan driven concepts. Weight bullying is more like a fan plus like like promotion or whatever. Yeah, weight bullies don't exist. I agree with you, Dub. If you can make the weight, you can make the weight. A lot of the times it gets a bit muddled because some of these fighters do extreme weight cuts. And like you said, it's more of a detriment than it is an advantage. But but yeah, weight bullying, it doesn't exist. In my humble opinion.
FaZe, go ahead.
Yeah, bro. That was my point that you was making. When you said that, guys are cutting weight and it looks like unhealthy. I mean, the fans did create that term, but I mean, what else can you call it when you got guys, then these guys sometimes they don't even make the weight, fuck up the whole fight. And not just that, they passing out, they stumbling at the weigh-ins, they all bad, bro.
But that's on them though. That's on them. That's on the fighter. Yeah,
no, it's a dangerous game to play, but just move up. Why not just go like up 5 pounds, up 4 pounds? Like what are you still going at that weight, putting yourself through that for? I don't. If you got to go through such distress to get the weight, you're weight bullying, in my opinion.
I don't disagree with moving up, but like you said, we done seen multiple times where, and I can name multiple fighters passing out. Man, damn, I ain't gonna say dying, but I'm gonna use just pass. I'm gonna just say passing out. Let me leave it. I'm gonna leave it there. But we done seen this happen when they weren't able to make that weight, and they trying to cut the weight. They trying to wrap the wrap the myelitis or something. I don't know. I don't know the name of it. Say it again.
Rhabdomyosis.
Okay, I'm still gonna mess it up. So, but if you doing it the wrong way and you out of order, then the body is gonna speak to it. You feel me? So once again, that's why I say if you make the weight, you make the weight, and however you rehydrate, I don't have a problem with that. I can't call you a weight bully if you make the weight. I can't call you that. My problem is the same individuals today that would call these individuals weight bullies, regardless of who they want to call a weight bully. These are the same individuals that'll be like, well, when individuals miss weight, they don't criticize those guys. And over here, we criticize those guys. When Keyshawn Davis missed weight by what? What did he miss weight by? 6 pounds or something?
Oh, yep,
it wasn't even close.
Yep, I was just thinking about that, Doug.
It wasn't even close. And when Shakur missed weight, it was a tad bit close, but I think shout out to Queen, I think she brought that up. He said himself, he was like, man, I ain't had no more water to give. I was pissing orange out here, according to him. When David Benavidez missed weight, we didn't criticize these things. So I think that if you can make it, then you do what you do to make the weight. But once you make that, then I don't have a problem what you do after that, unless you under either a rehydration clause or the IBF rules, right? Which the IBF rules will have a rehydration clause there. I don't have a problem with what you do afterward, simply because, man, you made the contracted weight, and this is what's in your contract. You made that weight, rehydrate how you're going to, and even when you rehydrate, for those, we always talk about same day weigh-ins and brain fluid and those type of things. they stopped same day wins for two reasons. And Bruce, I think you're more knowledgeable on this than me, but I would say the reason they stopped them is because first off, like you said, they got tired of losing. They didn't want to lose no more money, man. Hey, we can't just we can't stop fights from happening because individuals miss weight. And then the second reason is that scientifically, the last thing that hydrates is the brain, right? It loses fluid, and then that's the last thing that hydrates. And so even when you put on however many pounds that you put on as far as rehydrating goes, the last thing that's rehydrated is the brain. And so we still want that to happen because we don't want anybody to go out there and die in the ring or anything like that. But I don't think that, man, everybody has the same opportunity.
Also, Dub, before you move on, before you go too far, I'm just saying this. Some of these guys be really, really, really weight drained, and they'll make 135, and then they have to fight another fight at 135. I honestly don't believe them guys even know for sure if they can make the weight. They're just going in there winging it like, let's see if we can make it. I mean, come on, bro. I think at that point, it's like moving up. It's like you need to move up, bro. I'm pretty sure these guys, you know, it's coming real, real close every time and not making it.
Let's spin the block accordingly. Bruce, it's on you. We're going to Pittsburgh. We're going Piro. Then we're going back to FaZe. Go ahead, Bruce.
Oh, see, no, I don't think there's any such thing as a weight bully either myself. If you're going by the rules, then you're not breaking any rules. How can they call you a weight bully? But yet, the way they set these rules up and the way that the fighters camps know how to abuse them, I mean, they can do other things. They can put other safety factors in place. Like I said earlier, they can have weigh-ins a week before, where you know, if you're in a danger zone, you know, they've done it with unofficial fights. Hasim Rockman's kid told me they did it with him when he was going to fight Jake Paul. They just came in, had him go on the scale, said he weighed too much, and the fight was off. But anyway, there are other things that they can do because right now it is a problem in boxing. You know, it's where it shows a little impropriety. It turns some fans away. New fans aren't going to go in that direction. So if it's a problem, they have to fix it. And you know, I think the way to fix it is by just putting safeguards in there. You know, making sure a fighter doesn't fucking kill himself, but making sure he's not 150 pounds a week out of camp and comes on the scale at 135. It's, you know, boxing has to use its head and keep an eye on itself, monitor itself.
I gotta ask this question. So even if, and I don't disagree with what you're saying, Bruce, but even if, so say that an individual, and I think we all think that most fighters cut weight to some degree. Well, I ain't gonna say to some degree. Most fighters cut weight. If you're not a heavyweight, then you cutting weight, in my personal opinion. This is my opinion. Would y'all agree with that? First and foremost, would y'all agree that most fighters are cutting weight to? You
want to burn body fat. That's the key. That's what getting in shape is all about. Not just getting skinny, not just losing all your muscle and your tones. You want to burn fat and keep muscle. That's why they have nutritionists. That's why you know, boxing is evolved. It's not like it was years ago. And I get what you're saying, but yeah, man, you want to lose fat. That's what you want to lose. When I say weight, I'm talking fat. When you're prime, leaned out, you know, single digit body fat percentages, then that should be your official fighting weight. You don't want to fucking drain yourself and take your lean mass away. That's crazy.
For me, Dub, it depends, sir. We're all victims of our genetic makeup. Some fighters, struggle. It doesn't matter. Like some have to, like, have to be on an extreme diet, because they even eating right, some people gain weight easier than others. Metabolisms are different between different people. I'm no doctor, but throughout the years, I think most people would agree that every different people have different metabolisms. Like I have a buddy that literally can eat anything and he won't gain a pound. You know what I'm saying? And he's my age, you know. At a certain age, sometimes your metabolism slows down and stuff like that. Like, don't quote me on that, but like literally, I just know that I just perceive that like when you're younger, like that's kind of like when your metabolism is kicking at full gear. But then, you know, you have like, I would say maybe there are anomalies, like my buddy, he's my age and he's still like, he can eat whatever he wants and he doesn't gain a pound, you know. But then another example, like I would say is like a fighter that's a victim of a genetic makeup would be like a Canelo. Canelo is like maybe like a couple inches taller than Tank. But like literally, like he's had to move up in weight because of his body type. Like literally, like, you know, like he's had to like move up in weight because like he's struggled like and especially like since he's like, and then not just Canelo, but like fighters that start really young, like literally they don't even grow. Like some fighters and most of the time it's fighters from other countries because, you know, in the United States you have to be 18. But fighters that start their boxing career like before their like body's fully developed, like they you know, those are like, I would say like the most like craziest weight disparities, because like, you know, like Canelo, like not Canelo, well, just say Canelo for example. Canelo started when he was 15, like, so like that's why he only like fought at welterweight, I believe, for like 2 fights, because like literally like by the time you're like say he's like from 15 to like 17, like literally like I remember, Dub, you were saying that like you had like a big growth spurt around that time, so you get what I'm saying, how that can affect your weight. If I'm explaining myself correctly?
Absolutely. No. Hold on. Come back.
I got you, Amir.
You good?
Oh, okay.
No, I was talking.
Yeah, okay. I got you.
No. I agree, and I understand when you're breaking down genetics, right? I understand that. Real quick, shout out to my brother BC in the building. Salute to BC. I understand genetics to some degree. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, my whole thing is, and Pittsburgh, we got to get you back in here. And then we got to go back to phase, and, you know, we got to spread this thing around. But at the end of the day, my thing is even with genetics, man, if you couldn't, and I'm an individual, I love to believe that, man, fighters going to cut weight. They're going to cut what they can cut, and then they're going to have to move up. You know what I'm saying? And I want to bring this out real quick. When we look at Africa, hold on, give me a second, buddy. Give me 1 second. When we look at Africa went out here and the man's supposed to be able to fight at 40, right?
Mm-hmm.
When it came down to it, and he had to fight, he weighed in, made weight, and then couldn't rehydrate as much as he wanted to. He pulled out the fight. You feel me? And that, and I'm just gonna call a spade a spade. That's some whole shit. Because you already knew what it was. You knew what it was when you signed that contract, or when you accepted that belt, when you won that belt. You already knew what it was. And so if you weren't able to do it, then don't sign the contract and say you're gonna do it, and then come out here and pull it. That's the problem I would have. But yeah, and that's why I say that if it's under the WBA, WBO, WBC, you're a champion, they're gonna let you rehydrate however you want to. If you got a unification fight, right? As the IBF champion, you got a unification fight. You're gonna rehydrate how you want to, but you still have to be in order. And if you can't make that weight, man, then move your ass up. Yeah. But at the same time, I went with. So let me ask this. Let me ask it this way. Africa couldn't make that weight. He said he got sick. But I believe it was because of what. Does anybody believe Africa could have made the weight and he truly got sick? Does anybody believe that he truly was sick? Does anybody believe that?
No, I don't believe it.
Anybody on the panel?
He could have been. I mean, you wreck yourself losing and gaining weight, bro. Like that's the thing. You can't just assume. This is the problem with this whole argument of weight bullying. Just because somebody put on a bunch of weight, that don't mean you have an advantage. And just because you lose a lot of weight don't mean you have a disadvantage. You don't know either way. So he could have had a adverse reaction to losing a bunch of weight at one time and then trying to rehydrate and being fucked up, because it causes all kind of problems. Anybody who wrestled, who had to cut a bunch of weight, they know that process. That's a mean, crazy process. And people's bodies react all kind of crazy ways. So just to automatically assume that somebody puts on weight and they gain an advantage, or that they lose weight and they gain an advantage, you don't know. So to put this blanket statement is crazy.
Yeah, and he went to the hospital, and it was doctors advised him not to fight, and that would look pretty fucked up if he had got killed. You know, that would really give boxing a black eye. So, you know, I mean, you know, this, like my man Pittsburgh said, it's tough to second guess from the sidelines.
But at the end of the day, and once again, I'm a sideline coach over here. I'm talking from the sideline, so I know it's tough to second guess, but I don't. And maybe the doctor said, I don't know what the doctor said. You know, I'm not privileged to that information. At the end of the day, I've always said a lot of these guys, yeah, move up, man. If you can't make when Keyshawn missed weight by when he missed weight by 6 pounds, move your ass up, bro. Move up.
Yeah.
I think Africa is in that same category. Move your ass up. And I understand cutting weight. And see, this is the most interesting part about it, because people want to talk about it being weight bullies. Well, you lose more by cutting weight that you shouldn't be cutting. You lose more.
And Dub, I think it's important for me, in my opinion, to state that I don't think Hitchens is a representative of the boxers as a whole. I think he's an outlier. That situation, what happened with Keyshawn, with Shakur, that, you know, for if you know, like I said, I don't know these fighters. I don't know if you guys know these fighters, but like, they say what they say, and you can take it with a grain of salt. You can you know, believe them or whatever. But like, just those certain situations, I don't think are indicative of most boxers. Like, most boxers, especially the boxers that literally truly count on fighting to make a living. Like, literally, if they would have been in that situation, because especially since Hitchens made weight at the weigh-in, and then he met the rehydration clause. Like, literally, like most fighters in his situation, if they're like dependent on that money to survive, like they would have fought sick. Like fighters having. Bye, Miss Danielle. Take it easy. Fighters having injuries or being sick, like like you have to make a decision, right? Especially like if you have a title and you work, and some fighters, like, you have to weigh in. Like, I work so hard, you know, maybe I have to fight through it. It's kind of like, you know, I try not to compare boxing with other sports because they're totally different. But it's like Jordan when he fought with the when he you know, played with the flu. And I mean, there's been many boxers when like literally it's just pulling out of the fight is just not an option. You get what I'm saying? Even if it's a sickness.
Amazing. Go ahead. Panel is open. I ain't going back. Hey, panel is open. Y'all do this thing how y'all want to. Just be in order. But at the end of the day, all I'm saying is I believe the reason I say there is no such thing as a weight bully is because if you really cutting weight like that, then it's gonna show at some point in time. It's gonna show. And once it start to show, hey, your butt on the line, man. Your butt is on the line. You lose more than you gain from cutting weight. You lose more.
No, you right, Dub. But I'm just saying, once you identify a guy that's doing what you just described, what do you call him? A weight bully.
No, he's not a weight. Hold on. You talking about Africa?
If you saying a guy that's going through all that like you just described, and he's caught looking like that, you know, he's a weight bully, right?
No, he's not a weight bully.
He's just a guy that needs to move up.
Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely. Once again, so the reason I say he's not a weight bully, if you can't make the weight, and clearly, even in this situation, even with the rehydration situation that he had to go in with, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, if you can't make it, then move your ass up. But I wouldn't consider it a weight bully.
Hey, Dub, but that's a good question that FaZe asks, though. And for me personally, like I said, I don't believe in weight bullies, but when that situation happens, what I call a fighter in that situation, I call them unprofessional.
A whole ass nigga. My bad. Go ahead. My bad.
No, I don't go that far, but like literally, I'm not the only one that's I've ever heard say that a fighter that blows weight is unprofessional. But normally, like throughout the years, when fighters miss weight for whatever the reason, especially they sign a contract, they know what weight when they're supposed to be. Hopefully, they have somebody that can properly get them down to the weight in a safe manner. But at the end of the day, that's their responsibility, right? You sign on the dotted line. I'm fighting this fighter at this weight, and if you don't make it, that's on you. Because that's your responsibility.
But the problem is that he said he made the first weigh-in. Matter of fact, I believe as far as reports go, he even made the weigh-in the quote unquote second weigh-in.
The rehydration one, yeah.
Right, and then he pulled out the fight.
Because he got sick. Yeah, and at the end of the day, I got nothing against the Hitchens guy. So, for sake of argument, okay, I believe him. He got sick, but at the end of the day, he should. I mean, at least for me, I don't know. Like everybody's different. I would be like, I got sick. It happens. My fault. Let's reschedule. Let's get it going. But no, I hear he's moving up.
None of that. He didn't do.
I hear he's moving up.
Exactly. Whole ass nigga.
But then, just to give him the benefit of the doubt even more, Dub, maybe he's been struggling with the weight, and he's just like, okay, fine, for whatever the reason he got sick, maybe it's just it came up to a head. He's like, I'm sorry, my bad. I mean, he hasn't said that, but I gotta move up.
But this is why I say there's no such thing as a weight bully, because
that's why I agree.
At the end of the day, when you're trying to cut weight, as much as some of these fighters are trying to cut weight, man, it's gonna catch up with you, and it's gonna be to your detriment. It's not gonna be your success. It's gonna be to your detriment. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's why I say weight bullying is not a real thing, in my personal opinion. Let me get Bruce Gas back in phase. Pittsburgh, we're gonna spin the block accordingly. But go ahead, John.
I mean, we just can't say it's an advantage. I mean, weight bullying would be a thing if you can say that because a person put on weight, that makes them have an advantage. You don't know that. It's actually could be a detriment to them to lose all their weight and then just throw weight back on. It's not like they putting on muscle in that shorter period of time. So what are they really doing to themselves?
They hurting themselves in the fight.
Yeah, they're not helping themselves. So you can't really say they're weight bullying. Weight bullying would mean you assuming that they automatically, by them putting on weight, they having an advantage.
Thank you.
When they just cut all this weight.
There's that dirty science rehydration, like Floyd getting caught with the needles and other fighters using these crazy, unhealthy methods to rehydrate themselves. So, I mean, it's fucked up, man. They definitely have to do something about it. I mean, we're on here talking about it for an hour about weight in boxing. It should be a freaking a normal thing. You step on the scale, you make weight, you get in the ring. I mean, boxing right now, it's like almost a different weight class every 4 pounds. If you can't find the right weight class where your body's fine-tuned, a single-digit body fat, then man, you're like L-Dub said, you're going to be detrimental to yourself eventually. That's not going to make for a long, healthy career. No way.
Cruz, I've been having this debate for 30 years. Like, this debate has been ongoing since I've been watching boxing, brother.
But how are we going to? Hold on. Go ahead. Hold on.
I was just saying, if I know guys that used to be 300 pounds and now they're 190 pounds and they strong as fuck. It's true that people that weigh a lot more and come down in weight are strong. Like if I'm 220 right now and I go down to 175, I'm probably going to be able to lift more. I got muscle, like, you know what I mean? Like I'm used to carrying around 220. So to me, it does give you a little bit of advantage because you walking around your day-to-day with that weight, doing what you do with that weight, running, jumping, your muscles and everything. But like Dub said, if you make the weight, you make the weight. But there is an advantage to being 160 and fighting at 140. You just a stronger and bigger guy. But if you can cut the weight, then you can cut the weight.
I mean, but in one day you're gonna gain that weight. In one day, you talking about people lose weight over a period of like months, probably years. And one day you're gonna blow up all this weight and it's gonna be an advantage. Like,
no, I'm not saying you're gonna gain the weight and be an advantage, but I'm just saying like your physical strength overall as like a human, you're going to be stronger than a guy who is 145 cutting to 130 versus you're 160. You're usually going to be stronger than that guy. Just, you know, maybe not punching me, but in the clinch, you'll usually be stronger than that guy. I can see that.
Let me do things the right way. Hold on, real quick. Let me do things the right way. We got my brother in the building, man. Straight out of California. He probably just getting out from work. Respectfully. Shout out to my brother Mex in the building. Mex, what's going on? What's your thoughts on weight bullying in the sport of boxing?
Well, what's good? What's good with the panel? You know, I'm glad you asked me my professional opinion, you know, being the local big dog around here. So,
hey, shout out to the big
Max,
dog, man.
bro.
Hey, shout out to the big dog, man. Shout out to the big dog. Shout out to the big dog.
You know, anytime I'm on the court, it's mouse in the house, you know what I'm saying? But I would say I think there's advantages and disadvantages. Obviously, your disadvantage is your whole training camp and trying to cut that weight. And then maybe once you get in the ring, if you can rehydrate properly, I mean, it might give you a slight advantage, but that's just part of the game. If you really want to get rid of this shit, go back to same day weigh-ins how they used to do. You don't make the weight, fights off, or you fucking lose half your purse or some shit like that. And just go back the same day. Wow, how much you wait before you get in the fucking ring?
But you can't go back the same day weigh-ins. You can't do that. And the reason you can't,
I mean, you can. There's leagues that do it still.
Well, you can do it, but and I think Bruce Gass, he brought it out the best as far as why they don't do it now. It's too much money on the line with these fighters these days. That's the first thing. The second thing is that health reasons. The last thing that, and I don't even think when you rehydrate, however you rehydrate, the last thing that rehydrates is the brain. You know what I'm saying? So that's the health situation that you will have.
That's what I'm saying. Is so it's unhealthier to do it the way they're doing it. They do same day weigh-ins before they get in the ring. Yes, the money issue is an issue. You could a fight could be off without them making weight, but then that's on the fucking fighter. It's not on nobody but the fighter. Like if it's same day weigh-in and you don't even have to cut weight, like how are you not making weight? Like then you are weight buddy.
Promoters and stuff though, you know what I mean? The people that
because there's
you and stuff, you know.
One FC, the MMA, I believe it's over in Japan. They do same day weigh-ins, but they also keep track of your rehydration months out from the event. That you can only have certain percentages of along the way, so to make sure you're in the right weight class. At the same time, you know me, bro. I'm an old school dude. I think it's just some pussy shit for the new generation. Because back in the day, that weight class was almost 20 pound, you know, there's a 20 pound window, you know what I'm saying? Before they started all these junior welterweights and all that bullshit. Now it's 6 pounds.
They know fighters are draining themselves to make that weight. They don't want that drained fighter to go into the ring. They want them to rehydrate.
But they're always going to do it though.
No, but getting them, they don't want somebody who's had to fucking sweat everything out of their body, spit and piss to make 135 to have to step in the ring, and a couple of hours later they want to give him a day to get his organs replenished, get the fluids back in his body. But they've taken it a little bit too far today. You know, they got. I've been a nutritional advisor, a nutritional technician. That's what I did for the past 25 years of my life, and I know how they do it now. It's done with syringes. You rehydrate muscles.
Yeah, IVs.
Years ago, they had no idea about electrolytes, how to add potassium. I mean, it's a science right now, and they abuse it, and you're gonna see fighters die, and that's the sad
that's
part
on them. That's what they signed up for.
It's on them, yes, but it's still gonna give the boxing promotion a black eye.
And Bruce,
at the end of the day, it's on the fucking fighters.
And Bruce, at the end of the day, that's the core of the issue when it comes to weight. It's like when it comes to weight and the weight cuts, like people bring up that like, okay, they changed the same day weigh-ins because fighters are struggling to make weight and they would lose their money because of pull out last minute. But also how you were saying, Bruce, about safeguards in boxing. So like I was saying, this debate that I'm pretty sure it's been longer since the inception of these fighters are like training themselves to make weight. Like literally, like the safeguards is the issue in my opinion. Like the people that are supposed to be in the best interest of the fighters aren't on that time. Like they like you said, you were in the nutrition business. in boxing, to me, the shadiest part of the sport is not how they're saying that, like, oh, the judges can be bought and this and the other. To me, that's all made up stuff for whatever reason. But it's that there's a lot of like unqualified people telling these guys how to cut weight. It's starting to change now, and I'm going by what I've heard on these podcasts by the fighters and certain trainers that go on there. About like not even that long ago, where they used to use very arcane methods to lose weight, like spitting. I think was a big thing. Like literally, like fighters a lot of fighters throughout camp would literally like constantly be spitting to get every ounce of water out of their body. You get what I'm saying? Am I explaining myself, Bruce?
I've seen it a million times. I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, so that's what I think, man.
I've dieted bodybuilders who can't hold any excess fluid, where they're fucking dying. Their tongues are like sand. They're begging to chew a fucking piece of gum, but they have to hit that fucking weight. That's another problem, man. The fucking weight classes. It's only title fights that they have to make the weight for. And,
True.
You know, all these fighters are only going for belts, and then they say belts don't matter. So why the fuck do they care about belts? Why don't they just fight at their natural weight?
Because belts do matter. They do matter.
Today, boxing's a fucking oxymoron, you know.
Hold on.
It's always been one, from my humble opinion. But go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
But
man, we baby these fighters way too much. We give a fuck about.
Hold on, man.
Yeah.
It's the business of it. We don't give a fuck about them, but it'll kill the fucking business if they die.
Nah, there will always be new fighters.
I gotta ask this question.
You're a cold motherfucker, Puro.
Next man up.
Y'all colder than a motherfucker. I ain't got no problem with it.
What would I do, man? I was on mute.
No. He meant. He said Puro. He meant Mex. You know.
Oh man, Bruce. Now we're enemies, bro. Don't compare me to this guy.
Y'all sound alike to me over here, you know.
Damn.
Oh, now we all sound alike, huh, Bruce? Jeez Louise.
I can't white, black, Mexican, Puerto Rican. I can't see who's talking.
Bruce.
Yo.
The Mexicans, respectfully. The Mexicans, they
Americans.
like anyways. Hold on, okay. Well,
man, it says on your avatar it's Mex, bro. What you talking about?
I'll get to choose that nickname.
I am puffing on some fucking kick-ass grass tonight too, man. I'm getting fucking head spins and forgetting what I'm saying.
No, you good. You ain't got you ain't got to qualify yourself. You ain't got to qualify.
I'm just bragging a little bit.
We ain't got no problem. They might have a problem, but we ain't got no problem with you, man. Shout out to the Mexicans or the are y'all Mexican or Hispanic? Which one are y'all?
I'm American, nigga.
Okay. I'll be a nigga.
Yeah, Mex is confused, Dub. It's all good. I was gonna make a joke, but I'll wait till a little later. I was supposed to make it last night, but go ahead.
I love it. I ain't got no problem.
Got one in the chamber.
Man, get what? If you in this country legally, then you my brother. I love you.
That's right.
I ain't got no problem with it. I want to ask this though. FaZe, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
Real quick, Pittsburgh, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I want to ask this question, and I want y'all to go first on this subject. Instead of do y'all think that instead of cutting weight, do y'all think these fighters should be moving up and just instead of trying to cut weight, they should just fight at their walk around weight? We talk about walk around weight a lot, you know what I'm saying, as far as boxing goes. Do y'all think they should move up and be trying to fight at their walk around weight? Are y'all cool with them cutting weight? How do y'all see these things playing out? I want to go to FaZe, I want to go to Pittsburgh, and then we're gonna spin the block accordingly.
Yeah, I don't mind cutting weight because just like Bruce said, you're cutting fat, you're getting in your best shape. You know what I mean? So once you get in your peak shape, like if you 160 and you get 140, you cut up, you good, you good, you all the way straight. You don't need to go to 135. You know what I mean? Once you feeling like I'm my strongest, I'm good, I'm healthy, I'm fine. All right, fight at that weight, but cut that extra pounds, and now you got a different look in your eyes. I think that's where it should be like, all right, cut it.
Amazing. Pittsburgh, go ahead.
I I don't care what weight they sign up for. They grown men, right? I mean, they decided to make that weight. Let them make the weight. Whichever way they decide to do it, that's on them. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Because you can't dictate what an adult does. We say people got freedom. Let them have freedom, and then let them deal with the consequences behind that. If they cut too much weight, their body will tell them. Either way, that's on them. They're adults. They sign up for the sport. It's part of the sport. We can't dictate other people. And as far as them cutting weight, if they putting on muscle, they losing muscle, like that's up to the individual. And we got to remember, these are individuals. Some of them not going to have great diet. Some of them going to have some drug use. Some of them going to have a crazy life. That's just part of adults being adults. And we can't dictate that. We got to let them, whatever they sign up for, that's what they sign up for. The only thing I say is you sign up for the weight, you make the weight, fight. That's it.
That's amazing. I want to ask, and I want to go to Bruce, and going back to Mets and Piro after, I want to ask this. So when we look at these quote unquote great fighters or championship fighters, those type of things, if you can sit there and, like, I think we will all agree, and we're going to use Devin Haney in this situation. We're going to use him as an example. If Devin goes out there and when he get on the scale, I think all of us would say that the man don't look healthy weighing in at 135. I think we will all agree on that. Right? Okay, nobody disagreed. So
wait, what was the question? I spaced out. I'm sorry.
I said when Devin went in there against Lomachenko,
yes, sir.
The man looked like a skeleton on the scale. Would we disagree with that? Would y'all disagree with that?
No, of course not.
Yep.
And so then he's able to rehydrate, and Lomachenko can rehydrate the same way Devin can. Are they gonna rehydrate the same? Their body ain't the same. So I don't know what either one rehydrated to, but if you can go in there and win a fight against I think we would all say Lomachenko is in the running to be a Hall of Famer. We would all agree on that. We all agree on that. I don't know.
I agree.
Yeah, but isn't the IBF 10-pound rule? Shouldn't that apply? I mean, I think that's a good rule as far as rehydration goes. Didn't Lomachenko and Devin Haney have to abide by that if the IBF belt was on the line?
No, they didn't, because it was a
unification.
No, it was an undisputed fight. And
yeah, unification. Yeah.
Well, okay, undisputed unification. But
yeah.
In any situation, Bruce.
See, if the IBF had balls, the IBF would say nope.
But Bruce, in any fight that the IBF have, right? If they're unifying with any other belt, right? Then their rules kind of go out the window. And
all the time.
Every time that they're in unless it's just the IBF mandatory fight or something like that, then the rules are the rules. But if they're unifying with any other belt, then their rules kind of go out the window. They go out the window. And
that doesn't make sense, but I understand.
No,
that's not.
Say it again.
I said that doesn't make any sense, but I understand it.
No, I'm not saying it makes sense. I'm just telling you what happens.
Yep.
I don't have to agree or disagree.
See, this is why the heavyweights are the true kings, bro. Because there ain't no fucking nothing about no weight. They be 30 pounds apart, the hardest hitters in the fucking world, and they don't complain about no weight, dog. It's only these little ass niggas that have 5 pound difference. Oh, you're 2 pounds over. You're 3 pounds over. What am I gonna do? You got motherfuckers going there 200 pounds fighting someone fucking 300 pounds. They don't say shit, dog. Like. It is what it is.
But because they fight at an unlimited weight class, how would they complain if there's nothing to complain about?
But when we're talking about the IBF, all I'm saying,
because what I'm saying is, if you really gave a fuck about,
hold on, man.
All right.
All I'm saying is, with the IBF, when it comes down to it, if the IBF is unifying with any other belt, then
this fool Chi-Chi stuck in the storm, fool.
Huh? The IBF rules go out the window because once that unification start to happen, then it gets rid of that 10-pound rehydration clause. It gets rid of it. If it's a unification fight.
Yes, sir.
If it's not, then you got to be in order and you got to stick on it. Hence the reason I'm on Africa. Richardson Hitchin, I'm on his ass right now. Well, that shit sounded crazy. But
jeez Louise.
But I don't live in New York, so I ain't got to say pause about nothing. I'm gonna fucking say because I'm gonna say it anyway.
No did it,
man. But because and that's why we seen, in my opinion, and that's why I call Africa Richardson Hitchin a whole ass nigga, because I don't believe that he was sick of any of that. I believe that, as you would say, Bruce, he didn't have that opportunity to rehydrate the way he wanted to because he was the IBF champion and it wasn't a unification fight. He had to stick to those rules, and him sticking to them rules, he, according to him, he said, "Man, hey, I didn't feel good." Well, I don't care how you feel, man. Take your ass in the motherfucking ring and fight.
And Dub, like, the fighters do have a choice of what sanctioning body belt they want to fight for. Like, he doesn't have to. He didn't have to become the IBF champion. No, and a credit to him that he became the IBF champion. And also, just to add, before I forget, because I've been trying to make this point, I agree about kind of what Bruce is saying and what you're saying about how the rules kind of go out the window. And in my humble opinion, any rule that's been instituted by a sanctioning body to help a fighter's safety, I believe is more of a smokescreen. And sometimes it doesn't start like that, because like literally, like when the rounds went from 15 to 12, then they changed the same day weigh-ins. Like they tell us that it's for boxer safety, but then when the rule that they implement becomes a detriment to the boxer, they don't adjust it. So is it really about fighter safety?
Never is.
I will say this. I do believe it is to some degree about boxer safety as far as rehydrating, because from what I've looked at, the studies show that, hey man, the last thing that's rehydrated is your brain. You know what I'm saying? And that's where you're getting punched at. So I do believe that there is some level, but even in, and this is where I can kind of agree with you, even in that time frame, your brain doesn't rehydrate nearly as much as your body does. It doesn't. It's not even close. It's not it takes the brain to rehydrate. Normally, from what I've read, and I've read up on this, it takes it damn near 3-4 days.
I've heard about that. Yeah.
For it to go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. And I was gonna say, and then the lines could be blurred too. Like you're making a great point, but the thing is that I think, unless I'm wrong, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's consensus by the fighters, because they're the ones that have to go through the weight cut, that the weight cut is the detriment. Like, it shouldn't get to the point where you literally it's affecting the water that's in your brain. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's the issue. You get what I'm saying? Like, literally, yeah. At the end of the day, like the IBF's rehydration clause or any rehydration clause that's put on a fighter is kind of counterproductive, especially when some of these fighters are, and a lot of them are having these extreme weight cuts. Like, it shouldn't get to the point where like literally like I have to worry about a rehydration clause because my brain might not hydrate on time. You get what I'm saying? That shouldn't be an issue.
But and that's why when they talk about same day rehydration clause and those type of things, I understand it. The problem is that I still think that fighters, they're gonna cut weight. Man, we done seen fighters cut weight crazy for no reason. It ain't nothing new.
Yeah, and it's part of the culture because it's been happening since, like Bruce said, 1980. It's part of the culture. Like, boxers are like, they go in knowing that they're gonna have to cut weight.
So I don't know if it helps or not. I don't know. I ain't the smartest person. So y'all go ahead.
Man, all that shit is bullshit.
They do
nobody cares, bro.
To cut weight.
Fighters are always going to try to find an advantage.
Well, they're taking these supplements, things like the Ripped Fuel, the Agent Orange, fucking Liquid Death. They don't even know what's in these fucking things. That's why, they're coming. A lot of fighters are popping for the Ostarine. they put these things in there to enhance them, and they don't check nutritional supplements. The FDA doesn't look into them until somebody fucking ODs on them or complaints made. So they have to be super careful. That's why, man, since 1922, I've drank nothing but water. And you guys talk about hydration on the brain. It's very, very important, man. I try to make sure every organ in my body is hydrated, and that's why I lay off the juices, the fucking sodas, alcohol, pure water. That's real important right there, man. Because like my man L Dub said, man, that brain that gets dehydrated and might never come back at my age. But a real important thing, man. Drink a lot of water and try to eliminate. Try it for fucking 30 days. See if you can go just water for 30 days. And see the difference. See the difference it makes in your body. Try it, bro.
I have.
No coffee in the morning. No alcohol during the day. Just water. You'll see the difference in your skin. Even your fucking joints. Everything, man. Everything will feel lubricated, better, fucking totally hydrated from the inside out. And if
what about cocaine, Bruce? Is cocaine still okay?
No, man. you know my stance on that,
man. We can't do all of this on the panel, man. We can't do cocaine.
Bruh, I mean, this is boxing, bro. Cocaine and boxing go hand in hand. That's the only reason I mention it. I mean, like, it sounds funny, bro, but I mean, like, literally, yeah. I mean, it's not as bad as the 80s, bro, but I mean, come on.
It's a DOC of many boxers. Marvin Hagler had his weak spots with that. But
yeah, for sure.
He always came back. When it came to training camp, he was a fucking prisoner in a jail, man. He was going to make that weight naturally. And that he didn't take no shortcuts. These boxers of today, they want the shortcuts. They want to use the ostarine. Like I'm saying, all these supplements that they're fucking putting in their bodies. Half of them don't even know what it is. They got these guru trainers fucking behind them. I mean, it's a fucking house out there, man.
I gotta ask this question because and we moving forward off of, and I ain't gonna be long tonight. I'm not gonna be long tonight. Well, I'm long any day. But anyways, Bruce, I want to ask you. You keep bringing up ostarine, right?
Well, that's just the popular one of the moment. I mean, there's
ostarine. What is it good for? What is ostarine good for?
Okay, it's a SARS, and what it does is it helps your body lose water and fat by sparing lean mass, because that's the key. You want to keep as much of that muscle as you can, the lean mass. That's what has the amino acids in it. That's what has your growth hormones in there. You know, fat is useless on your body. Water is important, but fat, you want to get rid of as much fat as possible. So that's the purpose of taking ostarine.
Let me be very specific. I got to be specific about this because, you know, folks, they're going to fire me about this anyway. But when Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, when that fight happened, and Ryan Garcia ended up popping dirty for ostarine, right? Do you think that helped in his performance?
Well, it helped him as far as making the weight, because, like I said, that's given to.
He blew it. He missed weight.
Well, that's when he was trying to do the cycle. He was trying to get it out of his system, and he didn't do it in time. He just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna pay what was on the contract to lose the weight, and we're gonna fight because I think I can beat him." And ultimately, I think Ryan's got Devin's number. But that's just my opinion of the fight. But as far as the way that fight went down, yeah, Ryan was dirty. He tried to fucking he tried to weasel through, and he tried to eat the shortcuts. He tried to flush his system. It didn't work. He got caught, and boom, let him fight again, man. Let's see what happens. I love to see that rematch. To me, that's the most exciting fight on the horizon in boxing, man.
Hey, real quick.
And
hold on, real
no, you got it, man.
No, I gotta say, in my personal opinion, you know, I'm a Devin Haney fan, right? Man, you got to get that back in blood, don't you? You got to get that back in blood.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we all want it. I don't care who you're a fan of, man. That fight deserves a rematch.
We need to see it. I agree 100%. Y'all go ahead.
Yeah, and like first before I forget, well, in terms of performance, I don't think it did because Ryan looks like shit. So I mean, so in terms of performance, no, I don't think it helped him. I agree, 100% agree with Bruce Gass that in terms of weight, like obviously he blew the weight, but like literally he was trying to make it because it ended up costing him a lot of money, right? He had to pay Devin Haney for I don't know how much money to because he came over and he. As much money as that motherfucker has, excuse my language, that motherfucker has, like nobody likes to just give money away, you know. But if he truly didn't care about the money, he wouldn't have took the Oscar in the first place, right? If you choose to believe that he did it for the weight cut. And the other point is, I'm conflicted of like if he needs to get it back in blood, and I agree. Just as like from a fan perspective, but from Haney perspective, if they truly believe, if the fans or Devin himself and his dad truly believe what they say, that the only reason Ryan won is because of the Ostarine and this, that, and the third, like literally, like why would you fight him again? If Ryan used Ostarine once to beat you, he can use it again because he essentially got away with it the first time.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? I mean, so to me, it's a contradictory. So anyway.
He couldn't get away with it this time. He'll be so monitored, man. They'll be checking his piss every time he fucking hits the urinal. I mean, he'll be so scrutinized. I think it'll be good, man. That they both have belts in the same division. Shit, man. Why shouldn't they fight?
Fight them.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't hear you. But Bruce, why take it in the first place then? Like if he's so scared of like not using it this time. Like why would he use it the first time?
Because if he does, he'll be damned for life.
About being scared.
No, I understand.
Hold on.
He did it.
Hold on. Let's. We gotta be in order.
He paid his dues.
Hold on, Bruce.
I don't know about all that.
Man, you out of order, man. I'm trying my best to be in order. I'm trying my best. Let's do things the right way. Bruce, finish your point.
Okay. My thing is
coming back to my brother Piro. Go ahead.
All right, I'll follow the rule of boxing. I could give a fuck about Ryan. I could care less. Boxing said that the fight was declared no contest. He had to pay a major fine. He had to do some fucking time on the bench. It's over now. Let him get back in the ring again, man. I mean, what are you going to do? Just not let him rematch because you have a personal grudge against him? I mean, this is boxing. Two of the best fighters at 147. Damn, that's fucking Thomas Hearns and Sugar Ray Leonard. That's fucking Oscar De La Hoya and Felix Trinidad. Get him in that fucking ring, bro. Unify the title.
Is it on me, Dub, or is it on Pittsburgh?
It's on Pittsburgh.
All right, go ahead.
Well, I'll say this. This is the reason why I said initially that this weight bully stuff is nonsense, because we don't care about PEDs. Like for the general consensus, and I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but the general consensus of the public cannot not care about PEDs and care about 4 pounds. Like it don't make no sense. Like we know for a fact, it's the terminology of those drugs is performance enhancing drugs. So we can't say that don't have no effect, but then worry about a couple pounds. Like so, I say like we don't care, we just don't care. But I think we just got to keep it even across the board. And I just don't think people do that. They pick and choose according to their favorites, what they want to have and what they don't want to have. That's why a lot of this stuff with boxing fans, it just sounds like a bunch of excuses because they're not consistent. If they were consistent, which most aren't, then it would be fine. But that's not most fans. I'm not accusing anybody up here of doing that. But I just see too many people doing this thing.
And that's kind of the point where I was going to. I 100% agree with Pittsburgh. They don't care about PDs. And Bruce, he didn't pay his dues. At the end of the day, they didn't even sanction him. They didn't even the punishment wasn't even because he popped for Ostarine. It was because he didn't disclose his supplements. And then, they gave him his year suspension, whatever. But coming back from that suspension, he fights for the title that he didn't even earn. He ended up losing, whatever. But you get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like for me, and this is not recent. This has been since PDs have been a so-called issue in boxing. Like the people that actually put these fights on, that actually like literally not just us that talk about it, but the people that actually participate in it and regulate it. It's all a smokescreen because they say that they WADA, all these people say that they do it, so they could be on an even playing field. and it's clearly not, because like literally none of most of these suspensions or punishments never match to what they're trying to accomplish. You get what I'm saying? Like literally, like in the past, like literally, like they've had like big high profile fighters pop for steroids, and literally they use a loophole for them not to get any punishment whatsoever. It's very inconsistent, and to me, it just shows that they don't care about it. It's all a ruse.
Amazing. Well,
man, I've been telling you guys this shit for years, but everybody want to argue. They give a fuck about these fighters. Oh, for the safety of the fighters. They don't give a fuck about no safety of no fighters. They only care about the money, and that's it, bruh. Period. The end. All these things have to do the weight, the PEDs. They don't care about any of that shit as long as they make you money. That's why they don't stop any major blockbuster pay-per-view fights. Like,
on a regular basis, I'd be long-winded. I'd be to argue with y'all, but I'm not gonna do it. And the reason we're not gonna do it is because we have biblical talk going on tonight. Anybody who want to pull up on the biblical talk, y'all let me know. We're gonna have, and we in Romans right now. I don't mean at this current moment in time, but we're gonna be discussing Romans. But y'all give me y'all last words. I'm shutting the show down so I can get prepared for the biblical talk. I love it. I enjoy it. It is what it is. So give me your last words. We're gonna go to. Oh, hold on. I got Pittsburgh back here. Go ahead, Pittsburgh. Do you have anything? Because I'm getting, and as I'm telling everybody else, we have the biblical talk going on tonight. So, well then, hey, they start to run when you start talking about the Bible. They start to run around here, don't they?
And that was Max too. I was about to drop my joke. It's all good though.
They start to run about it. That's okay. I ain't got no problem with it. I have no problem. But let's do things the right way. Pittsburgh, you just came back. Did you hear the last few statements that were made? And did you have anything you wanted to say before we get out of here?
I mean, my final statement, I appreciate talking to all you brothers. It's good talking to y'all. I spoke to most of y'all most of the time, if not heard y'all.
Hey, Pittsburgh, real quick, I gotta say this. So if y'all don't know, I'm working on it. It don't always work the way that my mind wanted to work, but we're gonna have another show, and we're gonna be talking about extraterrestrials. Supposedly, that's what they call them these days. But we're gonna be talking about aliens. We're gonna be talking about all this stuff. But Pittsburgh, man, go ahead. And
you know, I'm with it, bro. I'm with that. You know,
you already know. I have so many things I truly want to say, but I don't want to be out of order. I want to be in order. So I gotta calm myself down sometimes. Go ahead, brother.
But as far as this topic goes, man, I just think, man, look, basketball fans and boxing fans, they are some of the worst. That they run their own their most famous athletes. They run them in the ground. They talk crazy about them. They do like these minuscule things that they have problems with. I don't understand basketball and boxing fans. I put them in the same bucket. They do the same thing. It's kind of crazy, some of the stuff they do. I just think people need to be more consistent. I'm glad that Bruce came up here and explained a lot of the rules and how some of this stuff works. Yeah, I appreciate the opportunity to do it. I just think that the whole thing is nonsense with the weight bullying, because you can't even say that the person is putting on weight that they actually have an advantage. Nobody can say that. And if anything, they have a disadvantage because they got all this water weight that they ballooned up in 24 hours, that they just slapped all this weight on. So I don't even see how that, it could be for some, but I would imagine for most, that's not going to be an advantage. I appreciate all you fellas up there, man. Good talking to you.
Hey, we will be live again, probably tomorrow. I don't know for a fact, but probably tomorrow, because it's some nonsense of boxing going on. But let me get your last words.
My last words. Thank you for having me, Dub. Yeah, it's a good discussion, bro, and especially like like we had a good panel, bro. Not a lot of like no nonsense. No nonsense, you know, a lot of no copium and stuff like that, you know, like literally like.
Hero.
Yes, sir.
Me and you both done been on that panel with the nonsense. We done both been there.
Man. And I love the nonsense. Don't get me wrong, bro. But like, I mean, you at least gotta you gotta make me. I gotta be entertained. You know, you can't just be cringy all the time. But anyways,
no, this wasn't cringy at all. This was
I wasn't. No, wasn't. That's what I'm saying. You know, sometimes like, you know, it's like, you know, that's what the people want and stuff like that. But you know me. I appreciate. You know, the boxing when it gets down to brass tacks boxing talk. And I'm gonna end it like this. Dub, do you like 90s rock and roll, like a garage band at all? Do you know any have you ever heard of The Offspring? Let's just cut to the chase.
No.
Okay. Well, anyways. Check this song out, and you're gonna laugh because, like, Mex.
Hold on. You know the great. You know one of the greatest songs that I know. One of the greatest, a song that I grew up on. Right.
Yeah, talk to me.
Most folks they don't know nothing about it. Garth Brooks.
Which one? Garth Brooks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no, I love Garth Brooks. Yeah.
When what is it called? Is it Thunder Rolls? I think it's When the Thunder Rolls. You don't know it? I'll play. Hold on. Well, hey, I ain't got no problem with getting a strike. I ain't got no problem. Cause I get strikes here and there. So real quick.
We don't want no strike over here, man. You're doing good.
You're right. You absolutely right about it. Go ahead. Bruce Gatz.
Hello, can you hear me?
No, we can hear you, Chris. I mean,
sorry, I lost connection to my headphones. But you were talking about Garth Brooks. I apologize.
No, hey, shout out to Garth Brooks. Hey,
shout out to Garth Brooks, man. I'm going to hop off. Hey, I just want to thank all you guys, man. Perro, fucking Dub, Pittsburgh, the Mex. It was good talking. I love this, man. You know, I could feel the fucking boxing spirit alive in here, man. It was very, very cool on a Friday night. Thank you much, L Dub, for I mean Dub Rightside, bro.
Hey, hold on. I gotta say, if you could put me in the same voice with L Dub, and L Dub is I love L Dub. If you can put me
I'm smoking some wild shit tonight, man. Believe me.
That's a compliment. Yeah, that's a compliment.
I'm hearing helicopters.
Hold on. If you can put me, if you would compare me to L Dub, all I can do is say thank you so much, because L Dub is one of them guys. He one of them.
Yeah. Facts. That's a compliment. Yeah, that's a compliment.
Like I said, y'all sound alike to me, man. You know, so it's like.
Hey, Bruce, hold on, Bruce. You know what I'm gonna say now? Oh, so all black folks sound alike now? No, I'm joking. It's a joke.
No, all folk.
It's a joke.
Dude, I see color. Like I said, man, I see color. I see black, white, brown. I see it, but it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter to me, bro. When I say all you guys, I'm talking about
you ain't gotta explain nothing, man.
Dub, you called me illegal, bro. I think you might have deserved it.
Hey, no.
No, I didn't call you illegal, bro.
No, Dub did it. Dub did it. Dub did it.
I did it.
How do you take your
fan? Hold on, real quick, Bruce.
Straight or with ice?
Man, don't worry about
motherfucker.
Don't worry about that, because you always Bruce Gas. Is it Connecticut? I don't know where you're from. I think it's Connecticut.
I'm from Rhode Island, bro.
Rhode Island and Connecticut from a Georgia nigga, respectfully. It's the same place. But, man, I ain't got nothing but love and respect for you, OG. You done always showed me love. You run your show a hell of a way. And just for you to pull up on my show, I appreciate it. So don't worry about none of that other stuff, man. Don't worry about that. You good to go. You good to go with me, man. Don't worry about that. You my brother, and I love you.
I worry about nothing that's not gonna destroy my family or myself. Aside from that, tomorrow night, I'm looking forward to Arnold Barboza and Kenneth Sims. They're both coming off a loss. They're both B+ fighters, but hey, man, Those guys gotta fight.
Hold on. Who you got?
Ooh, I don't know, man. It's a toss up. I think Barboza has got a better pedigree, but Sims is tough as nails, man. You know, he comes to work all the time.
It depends on how he fight. And
they'll put me on Kenny Sims, bro. I like Kenny Sims a lot.
You know who I'm looking forward to seeing? I'm looking forward to seeing Oscar Collazo, man. Oscar Collazo, this dude should be pound for pound. He only weighs 104 pounds, though, man. You know, I mean, my daughter weighs more than fucking Oscar Collazo.
Yeah, but forget that pound for pound, bro. Like the pound for pound has become like a joke, bro, in my opinion. But anyways, I let it digress.
But he's a little pit bull, and he's taking on some dude. I saw the guy today.
Good fighter.
Tattoo on his chest, and I can't wait to see that fight. And I'm not big on women boxing, but Gabriel Fedora's fighting, man. She's into
yeah, she's fighting.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And who else is on there? Jojo Diaz and Alex Rocha, man.
Jojo, yeah. Man, and there's a good fight that's actually happening right now. So when I get off, I'm gonna watch it because I got money on it.
Real quick tonight. I don't know if we're gonna be able to catch it. Well, we're gonna catch it. But shout out to my brother, Nazi. Goddamn. I can't even call his name right now.
Think of Devin, it'll come.
Go ahead, y'all go ahead. Man, I'm out of order, man.
But Deb, I'm gonna hop off though, real quick. But real quick, remember I was telling you that Mex is like a walkie cliche. If you can remember, but I'll text it to you. It's a song by The Offspring called "Pretty Fly for a White Guy." That's like literally that song is written about Mex. You'll love it. And I'm out. Peace, Bruce. Dub. Love you guys.
Peace,
later.
Man. I'm out too, Dub. Thanks for having me, man.
Hey, man, love you. Hey, I love all y'all, man. Man, it was an incredible show. Great individuals, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kazi. Man, we're getting ready. I got a lot of things I gotta do. What time is it right now? It's still early. So it's okay. And I gotta say this. I gotta say one thing. I'm all the way out of order because the entire time I was here, this is what y'all should have been hearing. Y'all supposed to be hearing this music, man. I done missed all of it, but because of the guests, it don't even matter what y'all are hearing because these individuals are brilliant individuals. Man, much love and respect, and we're gonna do it again. We will have the biblical show tonight. If y'all want to pull up, man, hit me up. You know what I'm saying? And just know, man, we all over here, and no disrespect to anybody. I want to say that again, excuse me. No disrespect, but when you're over here, man, you're rocking on the right side, man. And we out. Peace.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
And we shall overcome.
Impromptu celebrations erupted outside the White House.
The very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society. And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings. For we are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy that relies